All right, welcome in. Moose with the Box. Gauntlet Light Installers brings it to you. Tigers win by the hardest. We will get to Cason Evans. He is him. He was awesome. That's exactly what you need out of your closer and all those things. The velo was back. Great to see. Hadn't seen the 98, the 99s since week 1 of the season opening day. So that was awesome. Your offense gave you plenty. They gave you 2 3-run leads throughout the night, scored in a variety of different ways, homers, squeeze bunts, all of those things. We'll go through it all. And was it the most pleasing win? No, but it was a win. And it was a win that got you a series against a bad team that you had to win the series against. And now, before we're done, we can talk about the S word, sweep, on Sunday, because it does put you in a pretty interesting position. But it's an SEC win, it's an SEC series win, and that's your goal, right? You win 2 out of 3 throughout 10 weeks, you'll end up 20-10, you'll host all the way to Omaha, you'll have a chance to win the SEC title, all of those things. So that is, first and foremost, check the box, go forward. Now, we do get to talk about some issues that reared their ugly heads tonight, and that is the pitching staff outside of Cason Evans. We're not going to freak out about Anthony Ianson not making it out of the 4th. We're not going to freak out about William Schmidt giving up the homer and then kind of losing his cool a little bit. That's why you put these guys into those situations. You want to see how they work. If LSU went out this weekend and beat Missouri 12-5, 3 straight days, you're not going to learn anything about this team. Tonight you did. We learned plenty through the pre-conference. But you know when the competition ratchets up, it's going to be different. And so you learn more tonight. You don't make sweeping judgments, but you learn. And you go forward. Let's kind of dive right into it. We'll start with Ianson. Smash the like button if you haven't already. Get subscribed to the channel and on your favorite podcast app. Follow on social media. We'll start with Ianson because one thing we've consistently talked about here with him is the fast start. And that had been non-existent, right? Anthony Ianson's whole deal all season was inevitable 2 in the first and or some base runners, work out of trouble, get stronger as the game goes on, and get you through 7, strike out a bunch, all those things. Tonight, he got off to the fast start. I mean, he hung 2 straight zeros, and it looked great. Like, we're all feeling awesome at that point, right? The slider was working great again. The fastball had its velo. Everything was awesome from Ianson early. And I know I'm sitting there thinking, man, he's off to a fast start. He's going to get stronger as the game goes on. Ultimately, that didn't happen. He ran into the trouble in the 4th inning, couldn't get out of it, gives up the 3 spot, and he's out of the ball game. I'm not here to make a sweeping judgment on him yet. I know there's probably going to be a lot of people that want him out of the rotation. My immediate rebuttal to that is, who do you put in the spot? Because the 2 guys that everybody wants to take that spot had their issues tonight too. We're going to get to Connor Ware because he did hang 2 zeros, which was awesome. But then you see William Schmidt, and Schmidt's stuff was fine. He didn't necessarily have the release point on his curveball, but he managed to get out of that 1st inning, right? And then in the next inning, that would have been the 7th. He gives up the homer, and the response after that is just not what you want. Back-to-back walks, 1 on 4 pitches, 1 on 5. That's a freshman getting shaken up by a homer in a tight game in his first SEC appearance, and that's going to happen. And that's why you put him in that spot. Like, I loved seeing Schmidt come in a 3-run game and have to battle through. He'll be better for that down the line. But if you're going to ask questions about the rotation, you don't have the clear-cut guy to go in there. So you stick with Ianson right now. He's been the one that's proven to go with it and to actually, make the pitches, make the plays, get you through some stuff. Early in the season, it's going to be a lot tougher. Kind of going forward for him. You go to Texas a week from now, but yeah, we'll wait and see. I'd be lying though if I told you watching them pitch tonight isn't isn't starting to grow as a concern, specifically with the bullpen. I would like to give a major hat tip to DJ Primo, because while he didn't have his best stuff, he came in and got you what you needed. He got those lefties out, and that double play ball he induced was huge. And it was a great play by Steven Milan to turn that 6 on a 6 unassisted 3. That was a fantastic play by him. He has just been incredible at shortstop all year. I know some people are surprised. I will absolutely pat myself on the back. I am not. I told everybody since last year that kid can play shortstop, put him over there. So I'm going to absolutely tear my rotator cuff patting myself on the back for that. But that was a huge moment for Primo. And one of the things we've talked about here is finding the left-handed relief option. He was really good. You want to see more consistent strikes still, but ultimately he is coming in and getting the job done and doing it in SEC play. Connor Ware. You just need more consistency in the strikes. Connor Ware fell behind, and that was the thing that hurt Ianson. When LSU got in trouble in this game, they were behind the count. Ianson, those first 3 innings, worked ahead. Late in that third, he started getting behind, and that's when you saw those 2 balls hit to the wall that were caught. And you ultimately allowed 1, but he got out of the inning you had the sac fly and then the fly out to end it. But those balls were stung. And in the next inning, he continued to fall behind, and that's ultimately what got him in trouble. Connor Ware fell behind. Now, more often than not, he managed to wiggle off the hook. I mean, you still had the lead by 3 when Connor Ware left. He hung zeros. It wasn't pretty zeros, but he hung zeros. And that's ultimately, again, that's what you want. So they're gonna keep running him out there, and we're gonna keep seeing what he's got. Cason Evans. It's taken me 7 minutes to get to Cason Evans, and that's my bad. Cason Evans is that dude. Cason Evans has the moxie for that moment. Cason Evans, Cloud Zach, wheelbarrow. Thank you. I was shout out Alden Cartwright too for that. I was looking for a way to say it PG. Yeah, wheelbarrow. Like, he worked himself into trouble. Well, first, he comes in the 7th, strikes the guy out, but the clown show behind home plate missed it. Doesn't let it bother him, gets the ground ball, comes back in this 8th, loads the bases, has Cerna, who's the leading home run hitter and RBI guy for Missouri, strikes him out, and then Nicoletta, who's hitting 400, strikes him out. That is the moment of the season so far for Cason Evans. I say so far because there will be plenty more. If LSU is to get where they want to go, Cason Evans is going to do that a hell of a lot more. The velo is back up to 98. That was great to see. The slider was snapping. It was absolutely fantastic. And then in the 9th inning, he goes strikeout, gives up the knock, and then the ground ball right back to him. Remember, former shortstop, top 20 shortstop in the class of 2020, the class of 2024, which is absurd. Now he's on the mound throwing 100. That man got you 7 outs. That is such a difficult task, and he did it all in a 1-run game. 1-run game. He got you 7 outs that you needed in a 1-run ball game. He has nothing left to prove. You trust him 10 times out of 10, 100 times out of 100. He is that guy. He is that dude. He is him, and he is going to do that a lot more for you this season and throughout his next 2 years at LSU after that. I mean, just massive. You cannot overstate what Cason Evans just did. You won that ball game because of him. He was fantastic. That 8th inning is the signature moment of his career so far. And he'll have others. Now, the other thing is, you need Gavin Guidry. So badly. So bad. Like, you have got to get that guy back as soon as possible. I know they're taking it slow, and I'm fine with that. I know that they are, you should have the back, and I get it. But, man, you need that veteran arm that is proven for 2 years. He can come in and be a stopper and get you outs. You could have used him immensely in this ball game. And until you get him back, you're going to have an uneasy feeling while the bullpen works their way through some of the early SEC season issues. Offense, real quick, and then we'll talk about tomorrow and take a few questions. I thought the offense was fantastic. You end up with 7 runs on 8 hits. You would have liked more, fine, but they put you in every position you needed to win the game. They got out front. Josh Pearson in the first inning, 2-run homer with 2 outs. That's another thing they did exceptionally well tonight, as they've done all season, is score with 2 outs. Pearson got that started there in the first, get you up 2-0. In the bottom half of the second, you have the suicide squeeze, which was just an incredible call. That gets you a 3rd run. Right after you give up the runs in the 4th, you come back in the bottom half, and Jared Jones with the bases loaded. And y'all, this moment for Bear Jones, so much growth was shown there. I mean, Curiel is up before him, is down 0-2, gets hit with the ball to load the bases. They go to the bullpen. They bring in, they pull Libert, bring in the first guy out of the pen. The box is jumping. Garth is blaring. As soon as that ends, Jones steps into the box. The place is already gearing up. He comes out of his shoes trying to hunt fastball, tips a breaking ball, and that's exactly what you expected him to do in that moment. But what happened after is what was great, where he just calms down, realizes, I'm a veteran, I've been here before, shortens up a little bit, takes it backside, and drives in 2 runs and gives you the lead back. And ultimately, you tack on another run to go up by 3 again. You'd add another one on another squeeze bunt. So what you saw LSU use all fields. You saw LSU hit homers. You saw LSU manufacture runs. They do that offensively all year, and they're going to be just fine. Right now, if you're going to look anywhere to poke holes, you're poking holes in the bullpen. So, fantastic from the bullpen. Let's get into tomorrow. Let's get into a few questions, and then we're going to wrap. First, Gotlit Light Installers. Got to tell you about my guy, Derek, and his people over at Gotlits. It's not just the Christmas lights anymore, right? It's spring, and they can do a lot for you. Permanent landscape lighting. You redid your flower beds. Maybe you put a pool in the backyard. Go to GotlitLights.com. Get your quote, and let them illuminate your landscape, improve the curb appeal of your house. Maybe you're hosting a party. I'm gonna keep hammering this to y'all. Graduation's 2 months away. I know some of y'all are gonna host graduation parties. You need some temporary outdoor lighting for that? Gotlit Light Installers. They can do it. Custom design, cut to fit. GotlitLights.com. 4th of July, Easter, any of that. You want a wreath? GotlitLights.com. Go there, get a quote, work with Derek and his team. Tell them you heard it right here on Moose with the Box. Okay, tomorrow, we can talk about a sweep. LSU has a chance. What you're going to need is Chase Shores to really go out there and shove. You can bring Zach Cowan back out of the bullpen, which I think would be awesome. You can use Maverick Rizzi. Like, you've got arms left. You could bring Connor Binge back. I mean, there's plenty of things that you have available still in the bullpen. I'm probably forgetting somebody because I don't have it right in front of me, so forgive me there. You do not have Cason Evans. I would imagine Schmidt and Ware are both down tomorrow after pitching tonight. But anybody who pitched for you Friday outside of, obviously, Cade Anderson is available for you behind Chase Shores. You have pitching left, but guys are going to have to step up. And I'll be really interested while I'm riding on a float in the St. Patty's Day Parade, if you're out there, look for me, to see how Chase Shores handles this moment. Because having him on Sunday could be an absolute luxury if he handles this well. I saw somebody ask about Missouri. Does Missouri have any bullpen left? Missouri doesn't have a good bullpen to begin with. Credit Jacoby. He pitched really well tonight out of the pen. That guy stepped up. But you remember, they burned Ben Smith on Friday, which was a horrendous decision by Carrick Jackson, but he did that. So they don't have their best reliever left. You burned him on Friday in a 5-run game. which is, again, horrendous. So the other interesting thing isn't really Missouri's bullpen. It's Caden Drew, their starter. He is their best starter on paper. So that will be interesting too. Again, that's why you're going to need Chase Shores to be Chase Shores tomorrow. Play good defense behind him. I mentioned Rizzy. They will put the ball in play against him. So catch it, throw it to the correct base on time. That's what you need. You do that, Chase Shores will be fine. I did see somebody ask about moving Cowan to Sunday to start and then Shores to Saturday. That is an option, but man, right now, Cowan out of the bullpen is good. And I know that's not the answer anybody wants to hear, but remember what Jay Johnson always says. One of his best pitchers will always pitch out of the bullpen. Zach Cowan is that guy. So is Cason Evans, but Zach Cowan is that arm. You've seen Jay have that. Think Riley Cooper. Cowan's a rubber arm type guy. Right? I mean, he can go out there and throw plenty. So I think having him multiple times in a weekend is more valuable than one. Brad, good point. Jaden Newt, still available. Cooper Williams, still available. Maverick Rizzy, Zach, you've got the pitching for tomorrow. Like, you have enough pitching to go out there and sweep this series. Because offensively, I think LSU will be fine. So they have a great chance tomorrow to go start 3-0, which is needed. I mean, you're going to look back, and getting a sweep is going to help you. Is going to help you down the line. Bomb Tech, email me. Matthew.musso@guarantee.com. Email me. All right, any questions? We have a few minutes that I'm willing to sit here with you guys. Smash the like button if you haven't already. And get subscribed. DJ Trauma, thanks for the super chat. Appreciate you as always, sir. Andrew, yes, Ianson did pitch. Gray coming in here without the baseball question, which I love. What is for after game snacks or drink? I got some beer at home. Might have a beer. Maybe a whiskey. I don't know. Maybe nothing. Had a couple beers in the park. Thoughts on third base? Oh, that's a great question. Michael Braswell had 2 hits tonight. One of them was the bunt single. That was awesome. So I love that. I think you're going to see him start again tomorrow, but I think it has nothing really to do with if he has taken third base back. I think it has everything to do with the lefties on the mound. Reeves is a left-handed hitter, and they're getting another right-handed bat in the lineup. That's what that is. But to see Braswell have the 2 hits, get above 200 tonight, that was awesome. So I'm very encouraged to see him out there. Patrick wants to know when the merch is coming. I'm working on that, guys. I promise. Please believe me there. There's just a lot of things that go on during the day. I still have to sit there and deal with Scone all the time. Do they have a net behind the visitors' bullpen? Yes, so the ball doesn't fly into the expensive seats and hit the rich people. All right, one more question. Make it a good one. One more. Or we can end now. One more. All right, we're going to end now. Curiel develops a cruise. Yeah, he could. I mean, yeah, if he gets some power, heads up. DJ Trauma Gaming, how do we feel about Yeski? I feel fine about Nate Yeski. DJ Trauma, if you want a full Nate Yeski take, go back and find the episode from April of last year where I did the Yeski thing. When everybody wanted to fire him mid-season in his first year, which was stupid. All right, that's going to wrap it up. Tommy White burner, I actually didn't, but I saw that one. That's going to wrap it up. Y'all smash the like button on your way out. Get subscribed. GotLitLights.com. Greatly appreciated. Go work with my people. And we will be back sometime Sunday evening after I'm done with St. Patty's Day and catching up on what I missed during the game. And we'll have the full weekend recap. Appreciate everybody. GotLitLight installers, GotLitLights.com. And we'll see you next time.